Hi everyone, I'm Ambivasar back again to continue my exercise part 2. In this one, part 2, I'm going to cover the contract terms. Now that we have discussed the risk management clause, let's delve into the specific terms that will define the relationship between the grocery store incorporation and the vegetable greenhouse corporation. First key contract term is quantity. This defines the amount of production to be delivered. Second, quality. This specifies the accepted quality standard of the produce. Third is pricing. The outlines how the price will be calculated, whether it's fixed or variable. Fourth is payment. This determines when and how payment will be done. Uh, Next is a deadline. This settles agreed upon delivery dates. uh, Sixth is a cancellation. The addresses the consider under which their contract can be terminated. Condition Another is condition precedent. These conditions that must be met before the contract takes effect. Last but not least, it's the condition subsequent. This this is a condition that if not met can void the contract after this active. When negotiating these terms, both parties should strive for the balanced and fair agreement that addresses their respective needs and concerns. Next, let's let's explore more on these terms. I have done some research around this one, so I am going to give a brief introduction about each terms today. So first is quantity. The contract clearly specific the quantity of produce to be delivered, such as tons, pounds, or carats. It also important to consider whether there are any minimum or maximum quantities, or if there are any flexibility in the amount deliverable. Next, second is quality. The contract should outline the aspect quality standards of the produce, including factors such as freshness, ripeness, and appearance. It might also be a necessary to define specific quality standards or certifications, such as organic or non-GMO. Moving forward, third is the pricing. The pricing is the most important thing in this grocery store. The pricing terms should clearly state how the price will be calculated. This could be a fixed price per unit or a variable price based on market fluctuations or a combination of the both. It's most important to be consider factors such as transportation cost, packing, and any additional fees. Uh, Fourth is the payment. The payment term should be specifically when and how payment will be made. This could be a lump sum payment upon delivery. Installment payments are a net 30 days payment terms. It also important to consider any penalties for the late payment or discounts for earlier payments. Uh, for my perception, back in India, we have the manufacturing our own company. We have our own company which manufactures mold. So we have the payment contact term with the clients. When we introduce our company, when we do any deal, at the time we used to say that to the client that you have to pay first 30% of the money from which we will buy the raw materials so we can start their work. It's an example. So we usually do this kind of thing and the rest of the 70% payment after the work done. So it's the same as this one. And second is the deadline. Yeah, deadline is also the most important because sometimes some clients are impatient and they want their product or anything at a time. So here I will explain this one. The contract should clearly define the delivery deadlines. This could be a specific date or team time time frames, and it's important to consider and factor that might affect delivery, such as weather conditions or transport delays. These are the two main factors when the deadlines didn't meet. Last but not least is the cancellation. The contract should address the circumstance under which either party can terminate the contract. It's most important. This might include breaches of the contract, force majeure event, or other specific reason. It is important to include proving provisions for the notice period, termination fees, and any obligations to continue the termination. Moving forward, in this one, that is conditions versus a warranty. So, what is condition and warranty? I'm going to explain and differentiate these two one here. It is important to understand distinction between the condition and warranty. In a contract, a condition is a major term of the contract to the birch which can entitle the non-birching party. Terminating the contract and claim the damage. For instance, if Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation fails to deliver the agreed upon the quantity of the produce by the deadline. This could be considered the verge of the conditions. Allow grocery store incorporation to terminate their contract. On the other side, a warranty is a less critical term. Breach of warranty might entitle the other party to claim damages, but generally doesn't void the sorry doesn't void the contract. For example, if delivered produce is a slightly overripe but still usable, this could be considered a breach of warranty, allowing grocery store incorporation to seek compensation without terminating the contract. Uh, let's be more specific in this one. Let me give you one more specific example in this one. If contract specifies that the produce must be delivered in the refrigerated truck to maintain freshness, this could be a considered a condition. If Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation fails to meet these conditions and the produce arrives spoiled in the at the grocery store incorporation could terminate the contract. And however, eh, if the produce is slightly overripe but still edible, this might be considered a breach of a warranty, allowing grocery stores to seek compensations of any losses incurred. So here to sum up everything, effective contract negotiation requires careful consideration of a risk management clause and a clear understanding of the essential contract terms. By addressing these elements, both grocery store uh, incorporation and the vegetable greenhouse corporation can establish a solid foundation for a successful and mutually beneficial business relationship. And in the business relationship between the clients, it's more important. Thank you for listening me. Thank you once again.